Kids, where are you? It's time for all the art to tell stories.
Boris was a brave and clever bear living in the dense forests of Siberia. Even among the other bears, he stood out for his love for adventures and passion for justice. One day, while roaming through the woods, he overheard humans talking about a plan to smuggle bear cubs. His heart filled with determination and anger. He knew he had to do something. The thought of innocent cubs being taken from their homes and separated from their families was unbearable. So, Boris began his quest to track down the bear cubs and bring them back. Boris followed the trail of clues left behind by the poachers, broken branches, human footprints, and the faint scent of the bear cubs on the wind. His nose led him to the outskirts of a bustling port town, lined with tall cranes and endless rows of metal containers. It was a container terminal. The maze of containers seemed impenetrable, but Boris was undeterred. He sniffed the ground, picking up scents that were almost washed away by the salty sea breeze. As he moved further into the container yard, he could hear the faint whimpering of cubs somewhere deep inside. He knew he had to be stealthy. Boris moved with the silence of a shadow, slipping between the tightest spaces. He used his sharp claws to climb over stacks of containers when his path was blocked. As he ventured deeper into the yard, he stumbled upon a group of humans. Boris hid behind a container and listened. The poachers were standing around a battered old container, laughing and boasting about their prizes. Boris's bear instincts kicked in. He had to act fast. With a mighty roar that echoed through the yard, Boris charged forward. The humans were startled by the sudden appearance of such a furious bear. They fled in different directions, dropping their tools and hats in their panic. Boris wasted no time. He clawed at the container's lock until it broke open. Inside, he found the little cubs huddled together, eyes wide with fear and confusion. He nuzzled them gently, reassuring them that they were safe now. The cubs gathered around Boris, instinctively knowing they were in the presence of a friend. Boris led them carefully out of the maze of containers, his heart swelling with pride. He had done it. He had outwitted the poachers and rescued his fellow bears. As they left the port behind and headed back to the forest, Boris's heart was filled with joy. The cubs scampered around playfully, now free to live under the open skies and tall trees of their home. Boris knew that the struggle against the poachers wasn't over, but he was ready for whatever came next. He had proven that courage and determination could overcome the toughest challenges. And from that day on, Boris became a hero among the bears, always ready to step in whenever there was a cry for help. In the heart of a bustling city, a beautiful park spread like an oasis amidst the concrete jungle. This green escape was loved by the townsfolk, especially during the day when children laughed on the swings, and families picnicked on the grass beneath the shade of the giant trees. But as night fell, shadows grew longer, and a chilly wind whispered through the leaves. The park transformed. It became a place of eerie silence and flickering streetlights, a setting that housed a growing threat. Recently, the park had become notorious for a series of late-night robberies. People spoke in hushed tones about the danger that lurked after dark, warning each other to stay away lest they fall victim to the Creeper, the local name for the enigmatic thief. But there was one who wasn't afraid. Boris, an enormous bear with a warm heart and a fuzzy coat, lived in a cave near the park's edge. By day, Boris was a friendly figure, often spotted munching on berries or napping under the sun. Upon learning of the robberies, Boris decided it was time for the park's night watcher to make a stand. He wasn't going to allow chaos in his beloved park. Using his intimidating size and powerful roar, Boris began patrolling the park under the veil of night. His first night on patrol, Boris padded softly along the park's paths, melting into the shadows cast by the towering oak trees. The night air was cool, and the silence was eerie. Suddenly, a rustling sounded behind him. A figure darted from bush to bush. Boris approached stealthily, each paw step silent as a whisper. The figure, a man cloaked in black, carrying a heavy sack, didn't see him coming until it was too late. Hearing a low growl that rumbled like thunder, the thief froze, terror-stricken. Boris reared up, standing to his full height, casting an enormous shadow that stretched long across the moonlit ground. With a mighty roar, Boris warned, "Leave this place and never come back." The thief's eyes went wide with fright. He dropped his sack and fled, tripping over his feet in his haste to escape the fearsome bear monster. After that night, whispers of the Park Bear Monster spread through the city like wildfire. People said he was 12 feet tall with eyes that glowed in the dark and claws that could slice through steel. Every detail added more to the mythical guardian's legend. With Boris on watch, the park slowly regained its status as a sanctuary. The robberies ceased as thieves feared the dreadful bear monster. By day, no one suspected that the gentle Boris, snoozing under his favorite tree, was their mighty protector by night. So Boris, the park's night watcher, kept watch through the seasons. From spring blooms to autumn's golden leaves, his silent vigil ensured that the park remained a safe haven for all the city's people. And thus, as legends often do, the Park Bear Monster became a part of the city's folklore, a story whispered at bedtime, a hero hidden in plain sight, guarding the night with love and paws. Once upon a time in the bustling city of Growtown, a grizzly bear named Boris found himself in the middle of quite a predicament. Boris wasn't your average bear. He was strong, fast, and had a temper that could ignite quicker than a matchstick. While most bears stayed in the forest, Boris ventured into the bustling city to protect his fellow forest creatures from poachers and dangers of the urban jungle. One sunny afternoon, a call came in. A notorious poacher was spotted in the heart of the city. Boris bolted into action, his paws pounding on the pavement as he sped through the streets with the agility of a cat and the might of a lion. The chase was on. The poacher darted through alleys, hopped over railings, and even tried to blend into the crowd. Boris was hot on his trail. The people in the city knew Boris and respected him, often clearing the path for him with cheers of encouragement. "Go, Boris! Get the poacher!" they shouted as he soared past them. But amidst the clamor, Boris's anger flared. Each step was fueled by the thought of the harm the poacher could bring to his fellow creatures, and as he closed in, his vision narrowed. In that heated moment, a young girl chasing a red balloon ran onto the street, right into the path of the speeding bear. Boris skidded to a halt just in time, narrowly avoiding the child. His heart raced, both fear and relief washed over him, realizing how perilously close he'd come to causing harm himself. Later that day, feeling the weight of the incident, Boris journeyed back to the forest. He knew he needed guidance. He needed to learn how to tame the wild spirit within him. Deep in the heart of the magic woods lived the bear spirit, a wise and ancient creature who had taught Boris many lessons before. "Welcome back, young Boris," the bear spirit spoke in a voice as soft as a gentle breeze and as wise as the stars. "You've come seeking understanding, haven't you?" "Yes, bear spirit," Boris replied, hanging his head. "I almost caused harm to a child because I couldn't control my anger. I want to protect them, not scare them." The bear spirit nodded knowingly. To protect others, you must first learn to protect them from yourself. Anger is a wild beast inside you. It must be trained, not just fought against. Let me teach you the ways of balance and control. For days, Boris stayed in the magical forest. The bear spirit taught him methods of meditation, the importance of patience, and how to channel his strength into positive energy rather than destructive rage. Under the starlit sky, Boris learned to dance, not with the steps of aggression but with those of harmony. As Boris returned to Growtown, he felt like a new bear. The poachers were still out there, but Boris was ready, not with anger but with a calm focus and the newfound wisdom of understanding his true strength. And so, with each step, Boris proved that while nature can be untamed, it can also be guided and understood, ensuring that his city and forest friends could live together in peace.
If you like our stories, please like, subscribe, and turn on the little bell, so you won't miss exciting stories every day. You are also welcome to share it with family and friends to listen to the story together. Love you.